Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We're here in my workshop, picking away at the 1650 a little bit. I know I haven't been working on it too much in the last little while, but I'm trying to change that a little bit. So we're just starting here today. I did some work to it. I think I showed you guys in the last video with the hydraulic lines and stuff. But I wanted to finish up the rear hubs. I'll show you what I'm doing here. So this side is done. I wish I had got a little bit longer bolts, and I may still do that yet, but it's all right for now. Another ½ inch would have made a difference, just so that it would extend beyond the nut there. But I think for now it'll be all right. There, you'll see when I do the other side here, there is a fair bit of thread sticking out on it, so it's not bad by any means. It's just that how tall the nuts are this way makes it look kind of bad. So anyway, I gotta do the other side here now and show you what I've got. So I've got these here bolts. These are 7/16 right there, you can see 7/16 20 by 1.5 alloy zinc plated. I should have got 2 inch instead of 1.5. Originally my plan was to use, I bought all thread and I was just cutting it and using that, but the all thread isn't coated or nothing, it's just bare steel, so they were starting to rust even just sitting here in the shop, so that was no good. So I switched to the zinc plated jobbies there. And to go along with that, I've got somewhere well, they vanished, I guess. But I got lug nuts. These are for the front, I think, but they're the same as this. These are ½ inch, but the other ones are 7/16. Same nuts. Bought it all from McMaster Car. It's gonna drive me nuts now where those other ones went. Yeah, well, anyway, I'll have to find out in a minute. So basically there's 5 on the back, so you guys can do this if you have one of these tractors too. 1650, MF1650, they're all the same. I'm pretty sure anything with that has that peerless rear end is probably going to be all the same, if not all garden tractors. But 7/16 20 in the back. 2 inch seems to be enough thread. The front is half 20. They're going to be a little bit different because I'm using those custom axles. I don't know if I did this one side or not. I did, but I didn't put lug nuts on it. I'll have to change it, but you can see yourself how it's rusting. So I've also got for the front, these are sitting in oil or something, but same thing, 1.5 inch, ½ 20. We'll see if they're long enough. They might need to be 2 inch too. I might have to order all new ones, but whatever. I think it's going to be all right. So anyway, let's move on. Let's go to the other side and I'll show you guys doing that. All right, so obviously guys, the first thing is going to be to jack it up. We've already done that. Got the weight off it. I've only got 3 nuts holding it on because I knew I was going to only be putting those on temporarily just to roll it around. It hasn't been inside or nothing yet, obviously. So we'll remove the lug nuts that are on there. Apparently I wasn't sure I tightened them. This isn't an impact. Well, it is an impact. It's just one for screws. I put an adapter on it. It's not like a ½ inch or 3 drive impact or nothing like that. Let me grab a wrench or something. Well, I guess all I got's a ½ inch ratchet, so hopefully that's enough. Not too bad, actually. Alright, let's spin them out the rest of the way with this. Put it like that. So we won't need these anymore, but we'll save them. There's no sense throwing them away. the tire. Alright, so that gives us good access to this whole hub here. So basically, I guess ideally you'd run a tap through these threads and clean them up. I have one up here. There's one at the other shop, mine, but I just don't really feel like getting it. So I'm going to grab, well, I have them right here. I'm going to grab our bolts and I'm going to thread them in this way first to clean out the threads. Get her in the hole now. Man, this is hard. Alright, there we go. So I'm going to put 5 bolts in and I'm going to run them in with the ratchet or something, just to blow the threads out on the back side here, because I don't think these really go through far enough, as you can see. So these are a little bit at the end, and it's hard when we turn these around. We'll be threading them in this way. It seems to be kind of hard to get them started. So I find that works pretty good. So I picked up this electric Milwaukee ratchet. Not that long ago, and man, this thing works good. Probably a little noisy on camera, but I think I'll just do these one at a time. Oh, I blew it there. God damn it. Ah. There we go. Dropped my fancy ratchet on the concrete floor a few times. See how good it works then. Alright, so we put the bolts in from this side in towards the frame of the tractor just to clean up the holes. So now we can get ready here and put them in from the back side, and that'll create our studs. So I'll be in closer in a second, but what we want to do is get them started by hand. We'll thread them in so far with the ratchet, and then put a little bit of Loctite on them, red Loctite, and then thread them in the rest of the way. Alright, we're back after a short lunch break. So we'll get that one started there. Make sure our ratchet's going the right way. That's far enough for now. And we'll put a little dribble of red Loctite on there. Probably going to regret the red Loctite if I do decide to change it. That's good. Release. There we go. So you guys can see there's quite a bit of thread sticking out. Even compared to the factory ones. I mean, I guess the thread's all in there though. Or mostly. I don't know. I think it'd be all right. Grab the lug nut here. I did find those lug nuts I was looking for. So you can see it's just the lug nut is so long. I mean, even if it was that far, it would be still getting as much threads as a factory one. Oops. Man, I just got no dexterity today. So yeah, that's one. We'll do the rest of them. I'll speed up the video and we'll meet back here when I'm done. Alright, as you can see, we got our 4 or 5 I should say studs in now that'll hold the tire on. Now we can throw the tire back on. I need 2 hands for that, but anyway, I don't know if I mentioned, I'm sure I did, but I picked these up for $100, these tires for the rear. They're 26, 12, 12. They're in R4, I guess, tire. They're like a Chinese aftermarket type of thing. I believe they're an R4. Industrial, anyway. Industrial style tread pattern. They're for like a subcompact, like a Kubota BX or something like that. The guy selling them had 4 rears and 2 fronts. So I made an offer on the 2 extra rear tires and I got them for $100. So that's what's going on it. They're a size bigger than the stock tires. Stock tires are 23, 10, 50, 12. And these are 26, 12. 12. And the fronts, we got the 18s to match. So the tire and wheel sizes basically match like an 1855 or 1655. The kind of more of a super garden tractor. So anyway, we're gonna load these tires too. I'm not sure if I want to do it today or not because the tires would be heavier if I have to take them off again. I don't think I have to take them off again, but I just don't want to have to take a chance on it, you know. But I do have the windshield washer fluid, and that'll probably be another video, I guess. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just a little quick kind of DIY thing on the 1650, picking away at it, trying to get it to completion, I guess, little by little. It takes a while. I still have to do the fenders and hood for it. I might get on that now. I got some heat going in the shop, so I might be able to sand that stuff down and maybe shoot some primer on it. We'll see. I need to find something to cover up the rest of that other than my jacket, which isn't really good for covering it. But anyway, and the motor here. So there's the motor sitting there, the engine, the block. That's the K341. That thing is toast. I think I did a video on it. I can't remember now, but I took it all apart. I checked it out. It's crap. It's kind of disappointing. I really wanted to use the original engine, and I'm actually having some trouble trying to find another K341 block. So this is a 12-fin K341. The 12-fin K341, you can bore it no more than 30 thousandths over. And to be honest with you, this block, I think if I bought a 30 thousandths piston, it'd still be sloppy in that hole. But it is what it is. The 13-fin K341, you can bore that thing to like 4 1/8 inch or something like that. So you can bore it way over stock. That's what all the pullers look for. So I'm gonna try to look for one of those. I may try to look for a Magnum block. Maybe that'll work. I'm not 100% sure. Ideally, I'll find a K341 and we can use that. But if I can find a complete, M16 Kohler Magnum, or I'm even looking at repowers now on this thing. So let me move my jacket out of the way here. So this is kind of the engine compartment I've got to work with. So I can't fit anything too serious in there without doing some crazy mods. There's no way it'd fit a 3-cylinder diesel in there without lengthening the frame, I don't think. It'd be 1.5 feet anyway. So what I'm kind of leaning towards is a GX Honda, like a 640, 630, 660, something like that. So what I'd like to find for fairly not too much money is like a little, not a little, like a V-twin GX Honda, like 20 horsepower or something like that. That would be ideal. I also wouldn't mind finding a bigger Kohler Command, like the V-twin, like the 18, 20, 22, 25 horsepower. 25 is getting up there, but like a 20 horsepower would be pretty good. That's what's in the 7020. So something like that would be all right in here. It's just a matter of finding something. I should have looked for an engine from the get-go. I mean, I know there's been engines. I've seen one in Halifax for sale not that long ago, a GX 640, I think it was, for $750. I should have bought that, but I don't know. I've been hoping this engine would work since I got the tractor, and I don't know. I kind of procrastinated on it, I guess, and here I am now. I need something, but anyway, that'll slow me down a little bit on the project, looking for an engine for it. But I'll find something eventually, and we'll get it up and running, because that's the major thing right now, is that engine. We just got a few little things to pick away at. Kind of under the hood, I got to finish the rear hydraulic cylinder for the 3-point hitch, and just a few other little things like that, and then paint up the hood and fender for it and put them on. And then beyond that, I mean, we have to worry about the engine and the wiring for the tractor, which isn't, it's not a huge deal other than the engine. Well, the engine's a huge deal now apparently, because I don't have one. But anyway, guys, I'm ranting a little bit here, so I'll leave it at that. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, leave a comment. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and we'll catch you in the next video.